How are you? We are back with our, we have to start our NCERT series, right? We are not, we are stuck with something else. Let me stop streaming and check this out, this issue. Hello, my dear students. We are back with our NCERT biology series, and today we are going to cover the topic which is related to the body movement. Yes, we have selected the topics which are from your science book, okay, which are from your science book, and science from standard 6 to standard 10, standard 6 to standard 10, all the science book, and we will be selecting the topics of biology from this, okay, because in your NCRTs you will be having some topics which are whole and soul devoted only for biology, and today in this series we are continuing that, in which we will be talking about body movements. So there are different kind of body movements, right? Be it your lateral movement, horizontal movement, 360-degree movement. So all these movements and the joints related to that we are going to cover today. Okay, so let's get started. So content, what is body movement and what is body movement for different species? How different species are going to actually work and how they are actually working here. That is important. Then human body and its movement, how human body is moving and how it is moving, how what are the different joints which is actually helping us in doing that. Then from walk to gallop, movement patterns in animals, all these things. Okay, let me check. We are streaming. Okay, so apart from that, what is gait of animals? So this is a book. I will be telling you at the end which philosopher, who is the author of this book, because this book, my dear students, can be a probable question in your UPSC, in your UPSC NCRT series. This can be a probable question in your UPSC prelims, because prelims many times you will see that they are asking you who is the author of this book. Okay, they want to match it. They want you to match it with different series. They want you match it with different kind of series. That is, who is the author of this particular book will be the thing here. And you can see this different kind of joints. We will be discussing in details the different kind of joints you are having in your body and what joint help you in what kind of movement in your body, and how in the late we will also be seeing, in the later part of this video we will also be seeing how the different movements in animals are happening, also that we are going to cover. Okay, so if we talk about body movement, we as humans, we run, we jump, we stretch, we bend, we sit, we stand. We do all these things, right? But how is that possible? These all things are possible with the help of your muscles, with the help of your bone structure, your ligaments. All these things, all these factors are possible. Okay? So all these stretches are actually happening. So this is all that is happening, and we are going to discuss on this matter. Then animals follow different ways such as run, fly, jump, creep, crawl and swim. So animals are also happening such kind of movements, and these movements are very tight movements, and these movements are happening day to day. Okay, these movements are happening day to day. So, rotate movement. If you want to rotate, whether it is your neck, whether it is your arm, how you are able to rotate. Are you able to rotate full or you are able to rotate partially? That is the question over here. So when it comes to rotate, arms at the shoulders, your arm can rotate. Okay, your arm can rotate. You can see yourself whether your arm is rotating or not. So this is the factor. Then rotates partially. What rotates partially is your neck. Your neck can rotate either in this way or in this way. Correct? So that is partial movement of your neck, not full movement, not rotation. Then bends. Arms at elbows and lifts. Your heels will be lifting, and no movement. No movement is done by your upper jaw. Upper jaw is not doing any movement. Human body and its movement. Different kind of movements we will see in our body, human body, and we will see that bone in our body cannot bend. The bones in our body cannot bend. Why the bones in our body cannot bend? See this, if this is the bone, okay, this sum of the bone is this. If this is the bone, this cannot bend in between, correct? This cannot bend in between. This is the thing which cannot bend in between. Then comes your joints. So joints plays a very important role here. Joints will be something which will be actually helping you out in the movement. Okay, be it your hand, we have a joint over here, we have a joint over here, that is why it is moving. We have a joint over here, that is why it is moving, correct? So bones as in itself, they are not going to bend, but the joints are going to bend. Following are different types of joints in our body that help us carry different movements and activities. So all these activities are again important. Ball and socket joints. Such joints allow movements in all the direction. All the direction the movement will be there and it will be done. Okay. Human body and its movement. The human body will be moving. Different kind of movements are there. We are going to talk about one of the movement. One of the movement is pivotal joint. Pivotal joint is what? A joint where our neck joins the head is a pivotal joint. So in our neck, we are going to discuss about the pivotal joint, right? So pivotal joint in our neck is there where you can see it here. You can see it in the image. It is there somewhere here. It is there. Okay. And it is there and it helps you to pivot forward and backward. Forward and backward is the movement of these pivotal joints. Correct? Forward and backward is the movement of these pivotal joints. Okay. And it allows you to bend forward and backward. This is again needed. Then comes your hinge joints. Hinge joints, where it is produced, it is there in your elbow. Elbow, can you see it? This is your elbow and you're having this hinge joint and allows you to back and forth movement. You can come do it back and forth. So this is clear. This is your elbow joint which is helping you in the movement of back and forth. Back and forth. So this is called what? The joint which is there in your elbow is called your hinge joint. Then something is called fixed joints. So your skull, okay, the skull of human beings. The skull of human beings are fixed. Okay, the skull of human beings are fixed and bones cannot move at these points. Okay, bones cannot move at these points. So example, bones in our head, the joint between the upper and the rest of the body. So the upper joint, okay, the upper jaw which we are having here does not move. The upper jaw does not move. And the lower jaw moves. Okay, the lower jaw moves. You can understand? You can feel it now only. If you will see yourself, you can feel it now only that the lower joint is moving. Right? Lower joint is moving, but the upper joint is not moving. Correct? All the bones in our body forms a frame called skeleton. So there we have a skeleton structure. The body of human body is having a skeleton structure. The skeletons are defining our whole body. The skull, the rib cage, the pelvic area, the shoulders area, everything consists of skull. And you might have seen the whole image of a skull also. Haven't you? So that is skeleton system altogether, and the human skeleton comprises the skull, the backbones, ribs, breastbone, shoulders, hip bones and bones of hands and legs. Okay, bones of hands and legs are something which they are actually working on. Then comes your rib cage. What is your rib cage? The chest bones. The chest bones are comprising of rib cage. Okay. These are consisting of so many ribs. These are your ribs. See? These are your ribs. Consist of so many bones, so many attachments. but this itself does not move. It is a constant and it is called rib cage. It is kind of cage, right? You can see that it is forming a cage structure. That is why it is called rib cage. Okay, and joins the chest bone from the backbone together to form a box. Okay, that is joining your spinal cord. The spinal, this, suppose this is the spinal cord, and it is joining like this. It is joining like this to the spinal cord. Correct? Then human body. The rib cage is joined to series of bones stretching from the neck to the pelvic known as spine. The backbone consists of 33 vertebrates, individual interlocking bones. So all these bones, okay, becomes very important and will be decided. Okay, this is your spine. This is your spine. This is your spine. Okay, this is your spine and it consists of 33 vertebrates. 33 vertebrates are there. Altogether 33. So here the count are there. You don't have to remember the count, but you can remember that a spine, okay, the spine consists of 33 vertebrates. It is the collection of 33 vertebrates. Okay, and the image also is so clear that your spine is again consisted of different kind of vertebrates. Cerebral vertebrate, then you have thorax vertebrate. You don't have to remember all those things, but just for remembrance, just for one glance, you can see the diagram and you can get that the amalgamation, the collection of all these joints are something which is happening. Then human body. The pelvic bone encloses the portion of our body below the stomach. This is the part we sit on. This is the part we sit on. Okay, this is the part we actually sit. So, what is your pelvic area? The pelvic area is the lower body area near the butt region. That is as you can see. Okay, then your legs start coming. This is your leg which has joined over here. Yes, this is your leg which has joined over here. And this is how it is working. This is how it is working. And this is your pelvic area. This is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint is there. There will be a ball and there will be a socket and it will be moving in that. Okay, like this it will be moving. So this is your whole pelvic area, the lower abdomen area. This is your pelvic area, understood? Then if we talk about the human body and we talk about the cartilages. So cartilages we find in our ears and in our nose. We have cartilages in other places also, but here we can nicely say that it is in your nose and it is in your ears, called cartilages. For example, ear lobes, nose tips. So ear lobes will be having it, nose tips will also be having it. The skull is made up of many bones joined together. It encloses and protects the brain. So your brain, the whole human brain is protected under your skull, isn't it? The skull which is not moving, that is protecting the most important, one of the most important organ, that is your brain. Understood? Some additional parts of the skeleton that are not as hard as the bones are called cartilage. Okay, they are not as hard as bone, but they give you very good structure, be it your nose structure or be it your ear structure. So your cartilage, you can get examples in your nose and your ears. Muscle is a soft tissue that can contract and produce motion and forces. Okay, what is muscle? Muscle is something which can contract and which can actually expand. These are your things. Contract and muscle becomes the shorter, stiffer and thicker. Okay, they will contract and they will become thick. Muscle is a soft tissue that can contract and produce motion and forces. These are soft tissues. See, you can see it over here. The image says it all. The muscle, the person who is having more muscle, muscular person, muscular body, you can see it. And from where do you get muscles? By eating more and more protein. Protein helps you out in getting more muscles. Correct? So muscles you will be getting with the help of that. And then you will be thus having these muscles, and also these muscles will be helping to contract. Muscles become shorter, stiffer and thicker. Okay, a muscle can only pull. Okay, a muscle can only pull, it cannot push. This is one of the fact which you should know, that a muscle can only pull, it cannot push. It can contract, it can become stiffer, shorter and thicker, but it cannot push. It cannot push. Thus, two muscles must work in pair to move a bone. Okay, two muscles should always work in a pair to move a bone. Suppose this is a bone, there then should be one muscle from this side, one muscle from this side, and they should start working together so that the bone started moving. Correct? Now going before forward, we will be seeing what Shikara IS Academy is actually providing you. It's providing you with Group 1 services in which you will see live Telangana State PCS Group 1 Services Examination preparation, in which you will be getting live plus recorded session. And also for Group 2 examination students, you will be getting live plus recorded session and many other things at discounted price. So what are you waiting for? Join Shikara IS for your best preparation for UPSC and State PCS, be it your Andhra Pradesh State PCS, Telangana State PCS. Now let's talk about the different types of walks and gallops present in animals. Yes, now we will be seeing the different kind of patterns which we see in animals. So in animals we see earthworm. Earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which help in movement by alternate extension and contraction of the body. And earthworms are known as farmers' best friend, since they eat their way through the soil and make the soil more useful for plants. Okay, these earthworms are so vital. These earthworms are so important that they try to make a place through the soil. Okay, they try to make a place through the soil. Okay, so this is all about the earthworm. The earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which helps in movement by alternate extension and contraction of the body. So what they are actually doing, what the earthworm is doing actually, they are contracting, they are expanding, contracting, expanding. So the muscles, okay, the muscles in the earthworm are actually contracting, expanding, and thus the movement takes place. So these species, these animals are, I will tell you, one of the favorite topics of UPSC, because UPSC caters these topics. UPSC asks again and again very good questions on that. They ask very good questions on it. So earthworms are known as farmers' best friends, since they eat their way through the soil and make the soil more useful for plants. Okay, that's all for this earthworm section. Now comes your snail. You have seen a snail. If you have not seen, then you can see that this is how snail looks. And these are the animals which are actually covered in your NCERT. Okay, this is the animals which are actually covered in your NCERT 6th standard and the biology chapter of it, in which they are discussing the movements of human body and also the movements of some of the animal species. So we'll move with the help of muscular food. See, this is the food with the help of which they are moving. This is the food. Okay, this is the food with which they are actually moving. Muscular food with which they are actually moving. And shell, outer skeleton plays no role in the movement. Okay, the outer skeleton plays no role in the movement. Why does not play any role in the movement? Because that is just a kind of where it escapes. Okay, the shell, if we talk about this one, is somewhere the snail escapes. Whenever the snail sees that there is a danger, the snails get inside this cover. Okay, the snail gets inside this cover. Understood? The snail gets inside this cover. Then cockroaches. So cockroaches, again, this frontal body is attached with the bones. They don't have bones. They have this frontal body attached with the legs and their all the spine together. So muscles of the breast connected with the 3 pairs of leg and 2 pairs of wings. The cockroach walk and fly. Okay, they have 2 pairs of wings and they have 3 pairs of these legs. One leg you can see in one pair, you can see in the front. Then this is another pair and this is another pair. So they actually have 6 legs. Okay, and UPSC can ask you that Does how many legs in cockroach as is not the question which they are going to ask. They are going to make it something tricky, and then they are going to ask you what are the legs. Okay, what are the three different legs which is going on. Then comes your birds. Birds, we all know they are using their feathers. They are using their feathers to fly, right? Strong muscles and light hollow bones work together. They fly, flapping their wings. So wings is something that they're using, and they're flapping it out, and they are flying. Then comes your fish. Fish swim. We all know that they fins and their loops alternate in two sides of the body. Streamlined body shapes enables water to flow through the easy and what is a streamlined body? This is a streamlined body. This is a streamlined body. Okay, this is your streamlined body. Can you see it? This is your streamlined body, and this is how it works. Okay, this is how it works. Snakes. So snakes, again you will see that they will be by loping sideways. Many bones and associate muscle put the body forward. They have bones. Yes, snakes have bones and they have muscles, and the alignment of these bones and these muscles, these snakes are actually moving. Okay, snakes slither on the ground by loping sideways. They will be loping sideways, and many bones and associated muscles pulls the body forward. Many bones and associated muscles puts the body forward. And last but not the least, we were here to discuss about the interesting topic which can be a probable question in your UPSC, because UPSC tells you and asks you about the authors, right? Who is the author of this book? So this is the NCERT chapter, and the name of the book is Gait of Animals. Gait of Animals means different kind of movements done by the animals. How they are scrolling, how they are flying, how they are swimming. Different kind of movements by the animals is in the book Gait of Animals. So this is your, and it is written by your Greek philosopher Aristotle. So Aristotle has actually given this book. You should remember the name of the book, that is Gait of Animals, related to the philosopher Aristotle. So why NCERT is important? NCERT is the Bible of UPSC and state PCS examination. All the government examination, they are asking your PCS, state PCS, RBI, banking, all these examinations, they are asking these things. And they are also asking UPSC, Andhra Pradesh state PCS, TSPSC, all these examinations, they are actually asking this. Okay, understood? Going forward, this is your educator, and I am teaching your NCERT economy and NCERT biology to you, and also current affairs students. One current affairs we are coming up with great depth and great analysis, okay, at Shikara IAS. So please join our channel. Please join our Telegram channel as well. Join Shikara IAS YouTube channel and join Telegram channel as well, so that you can get the notes from it. That's all for now, students. For today, we will be again getting